is News 3 Now at 6.
State and county health officials confirm more than 800 new COVID-19 cases today in Wisconsin. In total, there have been more than 58,000 cases in the state, with about 9,500 still active. 10 more people have died. The positive percentage of new cases today dropped to below 5%. That's a slight decrease from yesterday. Next at 6, the Middleton Police Department asking the community to help provide information in a hit and run where a pedestrian was hit while walking her dog this afternoon. Happened just after 1 p.m. on Lisa Lane near Monona Bank on Parmenter Street. The victim, a 64-year-old woman, was taken to UW Hospital, said to be in stable condition. Witnesses described the vehicle as a white or gray 4-door hatchback-style car being driven by a man in his mid-20s. Police say the vehicle sustained damage to the driver's side windshield. Madison police say a man is facing hate crime charges after he allegedly attacked several people in a downtown bar and yelled homophobic slurs. 27-year-old Billy Croneman was arrested on suspicion of battery and disorderly conduct with a hate crime enhancer. One person reported being punched several times in the face. Another person suffered injuries while trying to stop the attack. New at 6, a judge has determined there is probable cause to send 2 women facing charges for allegedly attacking a state senator to trial. Senator Tim Carpenter says he was trying to take a picture of downtown protesters when he was attacked back in June. 26-year-old Samantha Hamer and 33-year-old Karita O'Reilly are facing party to a crime of substantial battery and robbery with use of force charges. Via video call today, a detective with the Madison Police Department answered questions about what happened during the attack. The next court date has not yet been set. The judge ordered that Hamer and O'Reilly not be in the Capitol Square area except to meet with their attorneys. Let's check your first warn forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
It was another comfortable day today. It's nice to have the low humidity. It allows us to cool off at night and still warm up fairly well during the day. You can see some cumulus clouds popping up during the afternoon, but these clouds will fade away once we get past sunset, and we'll be looking for mostly clear skies overnight. Doppler track shows no precipitation across the state. There have been a few thunderstorms across central Iowa. This is the leading edge of the warmer and more humid air, which is out to the west. It's already spreading into western Iowa, and will start to reach us later tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Temperatures right now are in the upper 70s. Here in Madison, we're at 78. Janesville, it's 77. Boscobel, it's 78 degrees. Dew point temperatures are in the middle 50s, so it still feels pretty comfortable. By tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies. High temperature topping out at 82, so a little warmer than today, but we'll be looking for temperatures in the mid to upper 80s this weekend with more humidity. That could lead to some thunderstorm chances. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. The UW system says it'll have the ability to test 350,000 students for coronavirus during the fall semester. Adam Duxter joins us now from the UW Madison campus with how the system plans to pay for it. Adam?
Yeah, Eric, that'd be with $32 million from Governor Evers as part of the Federal CARES Act, including $8 million for right here at UW-Madison. Well, it's by no means a foolproof plan. Interim Systems President Tommy Thompson says it's one he feels comfortable with kids coming back to school. The countdown for students to come back to UW campuses across the state is now at just 22 days. But Interim Systems President and former Governor Tommy Thompson says he's confident about the road ahead.
Basically, right now, we've got what we think is a very adequate plan.
Today, Thompson and the system laid out that plan, paid for by $32 million from the Federal CARES Act, given to the system by Tony Evers. $8 million will go to UW-Madison, $6 million will go towards PPE, and the remaining $18 million will go to tests for the other 12 schools in the university system, paying for 35,000 PCR tests or nasal swabs and 315,000 antigen tests, which every student living on campus will take every other week.
And we think that's going to be a great deal, and we think it's going to be a very adequate number in order to make sure that we provide safety to the community.
This pairs with other efforts like mandatory masks for classes, reduced class sizes, and an emphasis on online learning. Should a number of students get sick, they'd be put in a temporary dorm for quarantine. And if that fills up,
we would use our relationship with the hotels that we've already started, and so we'll take care of them.
Thompson says the system is still ironing out the logistics of those details, but he says with less than a month to go, this is a plan he feels confident in.
We think we've taken pretty much all the the requirements necessary from CDC and from the Department of Health and Human Services, both at the federal and state level, to open up safely, and that's our ultimate objective.
Now, one group that won't be covered underneath this plan will be faculty and support staff. And Thompson says all of the money and all of the tests will go towards the students, meaning faculty and staff will have to rely on their own doctors and healthcare providers if they want to get tested for the coronavirus.
Adam Duxter reporting live from campus. Adam, thank you. Madison Mayor Sachi Rhodes Conway encouraging people to speak up to prevent gun violence. She referenced the shooting during a memorial service at Garner Park Tuesday night, saying there were kids there who could have been killed and that we need to work to keep the children of our community safe.
Need to communicate that this is absolutely unacceptable. It is unacceptable to put children at risk. It is unacceptable to put people who are living their daily lives in their homes, nothing to do with this dispute, at risk. And so we need to not only draw on the existing community-based solutions that we already have here in Madison, but we're going to need to expand them.
Mayor also told us she wants the federal government to stop, quote, playing around and to come up with common sense gun laws. Commission that oversees police in Milwaukee is considering firing the department's chief after his handling of protests against police brutality. The Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission scheduled to consider terminating Chief Alfonso Morales during a meeting tonight. They've criticized him for using tear gas on protesters and ordered him last month to release information on how the department has handled multiple incidents, starting with the arrest of Milwaukee Bucks player Sterling Brown back in January of 2018. The department says those orders are not valid. New information tonight. Fitchburg police have released a suspect sketch from an attack that happened on the Capital City Trail last night. Police say a man initially asked a 27-year-old woman for money and then grabbed her. It happened while the woman was running on the trail around 6:30 p.m. between Yarmouth Greenway and Caddis Bend last night. She was able to break free and call 911. The suspect ran off into a wooded area. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fitchburg Police or Madison Area Crime Stoppers. The Urban League of Greater Madison is trying to increase the number of black homeowners in our area. Today, they announced the launch of a $5 million initiative to make it happen. Jamie Perez explains more on how they're going to do it. Jamie?
So they're buying about 17 homes to renovate and resell to low-income families who want to become homeowners for the very first time. Now, right now in Madison, there's only about a 10% black homeownership rate. Now, considering the national movement to dispel racial inequities, Urban League partnered with several community organizations to make this happen. And they're offering a deal to make this worthwhile for black families in the long run.
We'll provide homeowners with no down payment and interest-only loans for 7 years. Can't get that nowhere else. And we're going to make that possible for these homeowners. After 7 years, they will have to refinance the home and take us out of the financing.
The first homes they've been working on will be up for sale in a couple months, about 60 days, they said, and anyone interested in applying for these homes should do so through the Urban League.
Jamie Perez live tonight. Jamie, thank you. A Rock County nonprofit is collecting back-to-school supplies for homeless and unaccompanied teens. The organization, called Project 1649, focuses on time spent away from school, the 16 hours and 49 minutes between the end of one school day and the start of the next. They ensure young people have their basic needs met so they can stay in school, graduate, become self-sufficient. This year, their annual back-to-school drive looks a little different.
We'll do the traditional backpacks and all the supplies that they need. They may still need those things at home, but we're really focusing too on masks and hand sanitizers and maybe earbuds or earphone or headphones so that, you know, if they are at home, they have a little bit of privacy and can concentrate a little better.
The nonprofit's also helping young people get access to food. If you're interested in donating supplies, there's a list of drop-off locations across Rock County. You can find those locations on the Project 1649 Facebook page. Next at 6, Madison residents are asking UW-Madison to reconsider their decision to reopen a busy road in the Arboretum to vehicles. We'll hear from the creator of the petition calling for safety in that area. That story just ahead. Stay with us.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. You'll get big savings from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. And you'll get the joy of showing off those amazing brands with a risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. Get 100% confidence in your purchase only at the Moore Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and lots more fun showing off your beautiful new kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Shop Steinhoffel's largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses under one roof. Right now, save 35% or more on our best-selling brands. Get your choice king recliner or Gifford sofa from Lane, now $5.99. Or this solid wood dining table, now $7.99. Save big on American-made solid wood bedroom sets from Daniels Amish and Whitmer. And get great deals on all of our top mattress brands. Shop Steinhoffel's and get the best deals on the best brands in-store and online at steinhoffels.com.
Let's summer. Let's dine out by truly dining out. Let's serve up the freshest of food with a side of fresh air. And save a little money without sacrificing the savory. Let's raise our tongues to tasty by introducing our grills to new thrills. And make mouths water more than a backyard slip and slide. Let's live a little more by having another s'more. Because summer is here, and no one does summer savings like Festival Foods.
All of my patients should have a Dexcom because it's just more information. Why wouldn't you want that?
Being able to see your numbers in real time gives you the knowledge to see the future. It's awesome.
Dexcom showed me that I was doing a dip and then a spike in the middle of the night, which allowed me to adjust my basal rates. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night and my numbers aren't going crazy.
Now you are in control, and that is so powerful.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Graffiti on the Wisconsin Veterans Museum is in the process now of being removed. The building on the Capitol Square was spray painted with Black Lives Matter messages during protests after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Removal work started yesterday. The building's owner had to consult with his insurance company to determine the best way to clean that sensitive stone. Fontana Sports reopening today. They closed more than 2 months ago after significant property damage and 3 nights of break-ins where an estimated $30,000 worth of inventory was stolen. According to a Facebook post, they still have some work to do to get the store back to the shape it was in before the looting. New at 6, a petition to close Arboretum Drive to traffic once again has more than 1,000 signatures. UW-Madison closed the popular road to vehicles back in mid-May in an effort to increase safety for bicyclists and runners who were using the Arboretum more often during the pandemic. But the road was reopened to vehicles this past Friday. Now community members are asking the university to reconsider.
This is such a jewel to have right here in the downtown. And I have seen very, very young children barely off of Strider bikes, riding with their families. And I know that those families would never let their kids ride on Arboretum Drive if there were also cars present.
The town of Madison and the ARB homeowners there weren't happy with it. And I was hoping that the university could come to an agreement, you know, with the town of Madison, knowing like over 1,000 people have signed the petition and seeing the comments of how much this has meant.
If you're interested in the petition, you can go to change.org and search Keep Arboretum Drive Safe. Still ahead at 6, we'll hear from the candidates running for Assembly District 78. That's on Madison's west side. Incumbent Representative Lisa Subak and challenger Robert Slamka. We're in that race just ahead. Stay with us. And as we warm back up, a few shower and storm chances this weekend. Gary's checking in. He'll have your first warn forecast next.
This summer, get back to where you belong, along 60 miles of beautiful wide-open beaches, where family vacations have never been so much fun. With every sunrise and each high tide, the beach is calling you to raise your spirits, make you smile, and bring your family closer together. So stop dreaming and start booking, because we can't wait for you to get here. Visit Myrtle Beach and discover why happiness comes in waves.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
Dreaming of custom furniture, but you think high prices, sales pressure, and waiting for months and months? Come to Slumberland and design your way. Quick and easy, with no extra cost. First, pick your piece. Lots of styles, clearly marked. Next, pick your fabric. There's no extra charge here. Then, get it quick. Our orders are made fast. Plus, all custom furniture is on sale. Design your way, only at Slumberland Furniture.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. Not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is. And I did this to my father. We were at home. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Welcome back. The Packers have announced Lambeau Field will not host fans during the first 2 home games this season. A news release sent within the last hour or so says they'll determine whether fans will be allowed at their 3rd home game. That's not until November 1st against the Vikings at a later time. They'll make that determination depending on the status of COVID-19. The Packers say they'll continue to consult with local medical and public health officials. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our first warn forecast. Gary.
Had a couple of nice days. For the most part, the humidity levels have been down, but you can start to tell that there's a little bit of moisture in western Iowa because right on the front edge of it, there's been some showers and thunderstorms that have popped up. Not a big area of precipitation, but as that precipitation moves eastward, it's moving into drier air and is falling apart. But eventually, that warmer and more humid weather will start heading in our direction. Now, things will be relatively quiet for tonight. Tomorrow, there's a threat for severe weather across North Dakota and western Minnesota, maybe a marginal risk of a severe thunderstorm into west central Wisconsin. On Saturday, that severe weather threat shifts a little farther to the south and east. But then on Sunday, as the atmosphere reloads and the more significant area of temperature contrast starts to set up to the north with another cold front, the Storm Prediction Center Day 4 severe weather outlook includes much of Wisconsin back into Minnesota and northern Iowa. What may happen is we could see thunderstorms develop probably early on Sunday morning across parts of Minnesota and North Dakota. Then eventually a squall line moves southeastward, reaching southern Wisconsin Sunday night. And if that happens, high winds would be the main threat along with some heavy downpours, but some areas may miss out on the rain altogether. Temperatures over the last 48 hours, very comfortable. Highs have been in the mid to upper 70s. Dew point temperatures have stayed in the 50s. Next 48 hours, starting to get back to more summer-like weather. Notice the high temperature tomorrow back in the 80s. Will be in the probably middle 80s for Saturday. And the dew point temperatures in the upper 50s get up to around 70 by the time we get to Saturday afternoon. With the cooler or with the drier air, it cools off at night. So low temperatures last night were in the upper 40s to around 50. Here in Madison, we're at 52 degrees. Farther out to the west, a little more moisture kept temperatures in the 60s. Upper level winds right now from the north, but the jet stream is pushing back northward. That's a sign that heat and humidity are building to our south and to our west. And as that happens, we've got a warm front that divides our mild conditions that we have right now to warmer and increasingly humid air to the south and to the west. And again, those showers and thunderstorms in central Iowa right on the northern edge of that front. Our part of the Midwest, temperatures generally in the mid to upper 70s. Yet on the other side of that warm front, temperatures are back into the 80s to lower 90s. And the dew point temperatures, 50s here, 60s, low 70s out to the west. That's a sign summertime heat and humidity are building. So on future track, look for that heat and humidity to start bringing thunderstorm chances mainly to the north of us. Now, we could see a shower or thunderstorm chance late tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Computer models kind of show this, but I think this is just overdone. Saturday, we'll be back to partly sunny skies, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm. And then Sunday, that's when we start looking for that area of thunderstorm development to our north and west. That'll be in here for Sunday night. So for tomorrow, look for a dry day, partly sunny skies, warm, high temperature back up at 82 degrees. The 7 to 10 day forecast, 84, more humidity on Saturday. Thunderstorm chances in the morning and then in the afternoon. Sunday, just a slight chance during the day. And then Monday, we can see some thunderstorm chances. Probably the best chances will be Sunday night. Next week, there'll be some very slight chances for thunderstorms. Much of this time could be dry. At least temperatures will be in the lower to middle 80s, a little more comfortable.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. And we'll be right back. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through August 16th, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $75 spent in store, redeemable just like cash, August 20th to the 30th. Start earning today with great deals like a free $10 gift card with every $50 you spend on Purina products, $5 off Farm and Fleet Platinum Automotive batteries, and these work boots are $80 off. Not a Rewards member? Sign up today and start earning Blaine's Bucks now to spend later just like cash.
Hey, you guys gonna get started? We're just waiting for the activation fee. But I already paid for the day. Yeah, and then it's $100 to activate us. Activate you? Mm-hmm. What are you, a cyborg?
It's crazy to charge people for things they already bought.
I'm gonna get my wallet.
That's why at US Cellular, we speak fair and never charge activation fees. Switch to US Cellular and get $700 off the latest smartphones with no activation fee. US Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
If someone came to you and asked, what are you invested in? Would your answer be about mutual funds and money markets? Or would it be mutual relationships and farmers markets? Maybe both. At Thrivent, we believe money is a tool, not a goal. And with the right guidance, it can afford you a life rich in meaning and gratitude. By gaining financial clarity today, you can thrive with purpose tomorrow. To learn more, text THRIVE to 484848 or visit Thrivent.com.
Hi, everyone. It could be a bit of a stormy weekend ahead. We'll tell you what you need to know before you make those plans in our first warn forecast. And people are planning to protest at the Capitol again this weekend over the statewide mask order. We'll see you Friday starting at 4:30.
An assembly race in Madison will likely be decided next week in the primary. Amy Reed live at the Capitol to introduce us to the candidates to represent the 78th Assembly District. Amy?
This is another case of a political outsider challenging an incumbent, but this time the winner next week will likely go on to take the seat.
We have seen the ways in which our state is struggling. We need strong leaders in the legislature and leaders who know how to get things done.
Representative Lisa Subak has been in office since 2015, and she said she prides herself on working for the constituent and doing so across the aisle.
I have managed to work with my Republican colleagues and get a couple of bills passed that make it easier to administer our elections on Election Day. And so I think sometimes it's those little things.
Her opponent, Robert Slamka, said he got into politics in a roundabout way.
I was a construction worker for a long time, and I had kind of an unfortunate situation that launched me in a direction, took me to the Capitol, and then ultimately brought me to the idea that I needed to run so I could represent.
When it comes to working with Republicans,
I know that there's leverage, political leverage, in having this information and being able to move forward with it. And I'm rock solid steady on the idea that I will be able to utilize that. I'm not going to say it's blackmail, but I mean, I know that the information that I have is condemning and damning, and with that, I expect some cooperation when I get it.
Both agree coronavirus will be the main focus in the next session.
I think that's probably going to be the biggest issue. I don't think anybody can say, hey, we're going to take 2 weeks away from the coronavirus crisis and figure out, well, do we deal with groundwater issues? Those are all going to be in the background. Right now, it's going to be getting this thing back on track and getting businesses going again.
And in the fallout from the virus, Subak sees opportunity to tackle multiple issues.
Budgets are about priorities. The reality is, if you look at the amount of money that we invest in our criminal justice system, if we put good, strong preventative measures into place, we could have savings in that criminal justice system.
Again, whoever wins between those two next week will not face a Republican challenger in November and therefore will likely take office. Now, today was the last day to request your absentee ballot, but if you didn't get around to that, there are still options to vote, including going in person on Tuesday.
The time in the bubble hasn't been the best for the Bucks. They're 1-2 since the restart, but it's not time to push the panic button just yet. Coach Bud is playing the long game. These 8 seeding games don't matter. His guys already in the playoffs. It's about keeping the team healthy for a deep run to the finals. First half, not the best for the Bucks, but they opened up the second half on a 20-5 run. Wesley Matthews dials one up from deep, and the Heat lead is down to 2. And then in the fourth, Giannis spinning and winning. He scored 33. Chris Middleton scored 33, and the Bucks turn a 23-point deficit into a 14-point win and clinch the top seed in the East. Growing up playing high school football in Wisconsin, you have 2 dreams: play for the Badgers and then get drafted by the Packers. For West Allis native Rick Wagner, those dreams have become a reality. The former Badger didn't get drafted by Green Bay, but after 8 years in the league, he did sign a 2-year deal this offseason with the franchise that he used to go watch at training camp while trying to get autographs from the Packers.
I was just trying to get anybody. I remember getting a couple O-linemen. I don't know. Nobody too big, I don't think, no Brett Favre's or anything. So just a couple linemen like me. Just growing up in the state, I know that this is a special place. I grew up a Packer fan and continue to follow them over the last 8 years. So it was a pretty easy decision.
The preseason college football poll is out, and the Badgers sit 12th in the first edition of the top 25. They're the highest-ranked member of the Big Ten West. The Gophers come in 18, while the Hawkeyes enter the year at 23. Clemson, Ohio State, Bama, and Georgia are your top 4. Wisconsin begins fall camp on Monday. And one kick change to the Brewers' schedule. Next Thursday, their game at Wrigley Field has been moved up from a 3:05 first pitch to 6:15 and will be televised nationally on Fox. The game has been selected to replace the White Sox-Cardinals Field of Dreams game that has been postponed until next season. But in a couple minutes, 30 minutes-ish, they're playing the White Sox, trying to get their win. They're trying to go back-to-back wins.
Which they haven't done this year. All right.
So, easy for me to say.
Highlights of that tonight at 10. Let's go to Gary talking more about this warmer weather coming our way in the days ahead.
Yeah, next 10 days, high temperatures above normal every single day. Average high temperature is 80. We'll be in the low to mid-80s for the most part. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook through the middle part of August. You can see above normal temperatures expected with equal chances of above or below normal precipitation. Temperatures right now, upper 70s here in Madison, 78, Janesville, 77, La Crosse, a little bit warmer as usual at 81 degrees. Dew point temperatures, though, still in the middle 50s, so it feels pretty comfortable. Temperatures tonight, probably not as cool as last night, dropping to a low of about 58. Partly sunny for tomorrow, high temperature at 82. And then we're back to the mid-80s on Saturday. Could be a thunderstorm chance late tomorrow night, during the day on Saturday. A slight chance Sunday, a better chance Sunday night into Monday. And then after that, the slight chances for rain. Most of the time, it'll stay dry.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 now at 6. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Have a good evening. Take care.